Damn it. I know it seems weird that I'm dusting off this sawdust and saving it, but this is olive wood and I think it smells really good. So I was gonna save it and maybe, I don't know, make a candle with it or just some fire starter would also probably end up what I'm doing with it. Most likely what's gonna happen is I'm gonna throw it away eventually, but like any half respecting woodworker, I'm gonna save every single thing I can because I'll use it someday. I probably lose 2 or 3 dog hole covers a week. They're not that expensive, but they're also at 2 to 3 a week. It's getting more expensive than I want. So I'm going to start making my own. Not buying them anymore. I'm gonna print them. So I use Fusion 360 to design most of my stuff. It's just easier for me to have a single product that I can use for both design and 3D printing and CAD and different things. I'm not very good at all of it. I'm just learning it now. And one thing I didn't figure out how to do is turn my record screen on. So what you're seeing here is me going back through the history timeline, just so you can get a quick visual of kind of the steps I made and some of the mistakes I made and what I did to fix them to get the design properly. I don't know if you can do it in Fusion or not, but this is Bamboo Studio, and it's me adding a pause in the print so that I can drop the nut in there. Okay, now on to printing. So I am printing one to test the fit and to make sure I got all the setup right on it, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know if you've noticed, this hex nut sits up a little bit high, and you can see my print nozzle hit it. I really hope I didn't ruin my print nozzle, but I gotta go back and fix the model.
Okay, we can try this again. I made the hole quite a bit bigger. Whoa, that's really big.
That might be too big, but at least it's not going to get in the way of my printer nozzle. And this any regular magnet should still work fine. So it'll just get a little bit of a, you'll hear it click when you engage the magnet, I'm sure, but we're going to test it out in a second. Okay, so I got this. You can kind of hear it. You see it? Yeah, you can kind of hear it jingle around in there. Let's see if it works. First of all, I need to check this. I chamfered the ends here. Let me see if I can get close enough you can actually see this. I chamfered the ends so that it would go in fairly easy, although it should be fine either way. And then I've got this little lip. You see that? I don't know if you can tell. You can see there's like a little lip on there. That should go into the chamfer on the holes themselves. So let's see if it goes in, fits. That fits pretty good. There's my magnet. And then still works with the magnet, comes in and out. So I think that's perfect. Let me get in here. Let's see. You like that music? It's pretty cool. Okay, so this is the new one I just made. And coming in and out. I think it worked just fine. So I'm going to print up a bunch and I'll have some extras on hand, and that way they're good. I'm like super zoomed in on my face here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see. Whoa, can I? Oh, I can zoom in and out on my watch. Interesting. Never knew that. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Okay, so if you have a 3D printer, I think you can find these at different places and print them yourself. If you don't have a 3D printer, I'm going to put these in some packs of maybe 10 or something on my website, and I will put them at the cheapest price that I possibly can, just to cover materials, and that's it. I'm not trying to make any money off of these or anything like that. So they'll be on my website. You can order some, and I'm gonna make a bunch for me and start using them here in my shop. And so far, I think they're pretty cool. Thanks for watching, folks, and as always, please be kind to one another.